All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today, talking about finding AC system leaks. AC season is upon us. In case you can't tell by the sweaty shirt, it's hot. What do I use to find AC leaks? First line of defense, for me, is refrigerant oil with dye in it and a dye light. Obviously the glasses. The dye light makes where the oil comes out glow. Now this is a great example of it simply because, well, it glows. Ooh. You can also scare your kids with it too. UV lights. Inject some dye, look for the leak. Couple problems with it. One, you might have to have them come back if the dye doesn't come out quickly, which we've had to do. Two, I know some AC guys really hate dye for some reason. Don't ask me why, but they consider it a contaminant. I don't. Every car I get gets dyed. If I do an AC repair, it gets dyed. So, now there's two ways to put dye into a system. One is through your AC machine. If you don't have one of those, you can get you one of these, which is a dye injector. Now, there are some with little tubes that you have to buy from the company that I don't like because you've got to buy the tube from the company. We just get it in bulk, pour it into this, go to the low side fitting, clip it on, and then just crank. Put in a 1/4 ounce, look for the oil coming out. Good way to inject dye without opening up the system. Now, this is an evap core out of a vehicle this week that, now luckily the technician, because it had been here before, saw dye coming out of the drain hose. What happens if you don't have oil coming out of the drain hose? That's option 2. Now there is another option, but I don't have it. They're usually pretty expensive. It's a borescope with a UV light. But they're stupid expensive, and I have another method. This is a leak detection unit from Infocom. Once it gets up to temperature, it's a sniffer. It sniffs for refrigerant. When it finds it, it beeps like hell. Now, the only thing about these is you have to be careful. It can give you a false reading if you have airflow. So you got to make sure you only have refrigerant coming out. But this one is one that all the AC guys use. Not just in automotive, but in commercial HVAC repairs, stuff like that. Infocom TechMate. This sniffer is the one that a lot of HVAC guys use, not in this industry, in big scale refrigerant systems. This is the one they go to. What's that tell you? It's pretty good. A lot of technicians also rely on this one as well. It is the workhorse of the industry. They're cheap. Less than $200 on Amazon. That's where I bought this. It's a great tool once you learn how to use it. Again, you can't have false air because it will cause a false positive. So you got to be careful about airflow. So got to have the fans off, stick it down the vent, and see if you got a leak. You can also stick it up the vent hose if you can get to it. Now, one other tool I want to talk about, because valve cores are a real problem for leaking, especially if the last guy jammed the AC machine couplers on and tightened it all the way down, bent the Schrader valve. This tool right here from Master Cool valve core remover and installer. Now the cool thing about this kit is you use it with the system charged. You screw this port on there, whichever one you need, high side or low side. You go in with the provided tools. There's several different sizes. You unscrew the Schrader valve. Then once you have got it unscrewed, you pull it up past the ball valve, close it off. Obviously you've got one of these. Unscrew it down here, and you can remove your valve core. Works really well as long as you can get it in. As you can see, it's pretty long. But if you just recharge the system and you got a Schrader valve leaking, save you from having to do a new evac and recharge again. So pretty cool tool. Comes in handy. Now I know dye is most everybody's go-to, but a refrigerant leak detector is an important piece of equipment to have in your toolbox to help you find those harder to find evap leaks, especially with front and rear AC. Really comes in handy. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Make sure and hit that bell notification so you get notified when I put out a new video. Comments are always appreciated. You didn't like the video? Maybe you don't like AC. I could use some right now. Give me a thumbs down. And as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.